Let's Fanticious. Yo. What's up, Otter Crumps and Cube and Gavin and Chatone, Miss Cubist, Blackbird, Yappy, J. Whoa. Wow. What's up, Psy? Okay. Nice, Jay. Remember you mentioning that. Was last attempt the new closest? I mean, kind of. I've DNF'd by one move already once before, so kind of, but not really. Oops. But it was my fastest attempt so far. Thanks, VB. First 5-line attempt was 2 centers off. Nice. That's pretty close for your first try. I think my first attempt was off by 6 centers, but I'm pretty sure it was because I did midges before centers, and I did a not center safe alg during midges, not realizing that you couldn't do that. Wait. Fastest attempt was 1 move away, yep. Just learned 3-line, nice. Cube. Have you done attempts yet? Was the one move like a literal one slice? It was a... I basically omitted a... I omitted a U2. That was like literally the only thing, I'm pretty sure. Like I had an alg that needed to end with a U2 and I just didn't do it, and I have no idea why. And it was on like the literal first center type I was executing. My first was a success because I spent an eternity. I think I got 5-line on my second try. So the first try where I actually understood methods correctly, I got it. And I think it was like 45 minutes or something. How much letters? It's like 500-ish, I guess. Wait, no. That was stupid math. It's 250 letter pairs. Oh yeah, so like 500. Yeah, that was correct math. I don't know why I doubted myself. First 5-line success was 10 minutes because I rushed a bit and it took me 30 tries. Yeah, some people take different approaches. I've heard of people having that kind of experience. How many letters is 300 multi-blind? Well, it's like 10 or 20 letters per cube, so do the math. Turns out I learned an alg wrong, so my accuracy was horrible afterwards. Wait, so like you learned an alg wrong, and that's why your first success took so long? You like kept doing one alg wrong, and you just weren't checking your DNF causes? This is why you always check DNF causes, guys. What's up, goat? Is it easy to learn 3-blind? I wouldn't say it's easy, but I would say people overestimate how hard it's going to be. I would say it'll take about as much effort as, like, most likely it'll take about as much effort as it took you to learn to solve a 3x3, like, for your first time. What's up, Stash? Thank you. Got a Squan Blind success yesterday? Wow. Wait, so like on a random scramble? I'm confused. It was an alg for a midge target? Huh. So your first success just happened to like not have that case or something? I think non-cuber learning blind method is potentially easier than sighted beginners. Maybe. Like I would definitely understand that reasoning, because you literally just learn like 2 algs and it's super structured. Like the process is very rigid. Oh, I totally did the wrong alg. I always frickin' avoid that parody, that wing parody in solves on this, because I just like can't trust myself to do it without the muscle memory. Not a random scramble, generated scramble with the one non-trivial cube shape I know how to solve. Oh, okay. Gotcha. My main 3-blind cube is the V11. I got the V10, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. I think the main difference for me is just the V10 is like way heavier turning. It just like takes way more effort to turn fast. What's up, Zach? I'm okay. I'm feeling tired today. I'm not really sure why. I had kind of a weird start to the day where like I woke up late and then we had plans, so like I didn't finish. I had like less than half of the amount of coffee that I normally have before I left the house, and I think it like made me wake up slowly or something. And now I just kind of feel a little groggy right now, honestly, but I'm just gonna try to power through. It'd be funny if I got the success today. Learned 17 cube shapes. Oh my god. Best viewers, poggers. Oh, thanks, Sash. Learn 17 cube shapes, and every other shape you can do one slice to a case you know. So you just trace a mental slice. Huh. Is that hard? That sounds kind of hard. Or is it kind of akin to just like doing a pre-move? When are you gonna do the 11 blind? I gotta try to make... When you gonna do the 11 blind, I'm gonna try to make a 3 blind. Do you mean you're like doing 3 blind while I'm doing 11 blind, or as a celebration of me getting 11 blind, you will do 3 blind? It's like a pre-move. Gotcha. So how long do you think it'll be to learn full Squan blind? Is it a pretty big pain, even with that like kind of easier method? Okay. I'm gonna do like a little bit of just 3x3 of 3 style, because I don't feel like jumping straight into 11 blind after not doing any blind at all today. I'll do this for like 10 minutes maybe, and then 11 blind. What's up, Mason? Oh my god. Ew. Where's CS timer? You mean the stats? Right there. Thanks, Irma. Can you trace 3 blind with a pre-move? I can. I almost never do it because it's basically always slower for me than just tracing normally. I do it actually like a little bit more often in 3x3 or 3 style, the pre-move thing. How does one get a 4 blind success? I've been doing an attempt today. I feel like I always make a really stupid mistake each time. Are you actually like figuring out what mistakes you're making? Because if you're diagnosing your DNFs and figuring out what you're doing wrong each time, you'll eventually weed out all the mistakes. Did a mechanical twist, oops. Pre-moves, if done perfectly, are similar to full floating in alg save, according to the study. Interesting. Yeah, honestly, I can't really imagine anybody pre-moving like perfectly. Maybe if they like dedicated like an insane amount of time to it, but I can't imagine that's ever really worth it. like the risk versus reward. I switched to audio for edges, have been practicing a lot. Success rate is low. I think it's really a practice thing, and getting more familiar with all the algs you use and just making all of your algs more automatic makes it super easy. But it's mostly like a tracing speed thing, I think. Which I highly reinforce to myself when learning 7 simul. The whole reason audio is hard, like 99% of the reason audio is hard when you're new to doing it is because you trace slow. That's the only thing. Yeah. Have you done 6 blind OH? No. That was 11 to 10. What's up, Charlie? Sounds like something I would do. Maybe one day. God. I hate LED stuff, dude. LED and RED stuff. I had 2 LED, like an LED alg and an RED alg to start that solve. Both BD cases. I had that and that, which is just, God, so hard to do fast. I should probably drill it more. Have any sponsored tips? I want to get sponsored. To be totally honest, you want to get sponsored because you're a little kid. Getting sponsored is not as cool as you think. Nice. There are beginner tutorials that teach audio? That's kind of cringe. I probably shouldn't do that. What's up, Masterized Panda? What do you think multi-blind world record to be in 10 years? Really hard to say. It's like totally dependent on how seriously like the right people take it. I would imagine at least 80 plus in 10 years. Well, I don't know, maybe not at least. I think it'd be my best guess 72 points in 10 years. Ooh, that was good. 9 algs. My multi-PB is 65 out of 67. Multi-blind is concerningly asymptotic. I mean, isn't. I would imagine it's less so than like every other event. My God, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 to 5 alg edges. 5 to 3 alg corners. So that was 12 to 8. Are you doing 3x3 or 3 style? For funsies to warm up. What do you think your life multi-blind PB will be? I don't know. 69 out of 69. Wow, nice. Another 8. That was 10 to 9. Good cases. Counting 8 in the AO5. Alright, I'm gonna start 11 blind in a few minutes. I thought I might have mechanical twisted. Oh, you experimented with CS timer for like the deleting something above a certain time, yeah. Ooh. Get a good freestyle AO5. $964 AO5. That's sub PR. What do you think will be the peak of 3 blind on average? I feel like the mean will get to like 12. I'd be pretty. I mean, I guess I don't know what like peak turning speed can be. With like really lucky scrambles in a super long time, I guess the mean could be like 11, but I don't know. I definitely think like a 12 mean will happen. Do you think you and Rowe are sort of in the position Marcin was in, or do you think someone could come in and start getting crazy numbers? Oh, I mean, I was in Mascow's position for a while where I was like far ahead of everybody else. I wasn't as far ahead of people as he was, but I was as far ahead. I was far ahead of people for longer than he was, and I think there's a lot of people who will beat me and Rowe. Like, I don't know how soon, but like, yeah, I don't know. It totally depends on like people thought Rowe was gonna beat me like 3 years ago or like longer, you know. So like anything can happen. It's hard to predict. Who do you think will get Scalpel 4 blind bounty? I don't know. You gotta be a little stupid to main multi-blind? Holy shit. Dude, cringe. Most variance because it's so dependent on how you're feeling that day. Kind of, but it also has the least variance because it's like not scramble dependent. Like, and the higher it gets, the less scramble dependent it is. Okay. 1062 AO12, that's good. What would you main if you couldn't main multi? 3 blind. Or 5 blind. Heme is mighty stupid, why? Oh, because do you main multi-blind? Thanks to the GL Spud. Okay. AZ, Daba, Simon, Ryan for 4 blind bounty. Didn't you just say that there was like another guy who got a 101 or something unofficially? It was like someone I'd never heard of before. Maybe him instead of AC Dava. Maybe. It sucks that we always have to like consider like, oh, how many comps does that person get? I wish things were more on an even playing field as far as that goes. No big blind in SoCal. There's some. I mean, it's more than some places, but I think as far as like the US goes, the West Coast is pretty poor of big blind and multi compared to like pretty much every other part of the US lately. Which is a bummer. I think I get like 2, maybe 3 multi-comps a year where I don't have to drive like 8+ hours or like spend a shit ton of money to get them. Just like, yeah, it's better than some places, but basically worse than every other part of the US. Oh yeah, I didn't notice this. NorCal has sat quiet, and San Jose big and blind. Yeah, and I have to drive 8 hours to get there. What venue do you think you would get your next multi-blind world record in? I have no idea. I feel like sat quiet is the most common multi-comp I go to in general, so probably that. Yeah, I'll do prediction. There's a lot of UCLA comps. I'm trying to remember I think there was a UCLA comp with multi-blind like a year, 2 years ago. It was close to 2 years ago, yeah. I haven't gone to a UCLA comp in so long because it's always just like events I don't care enough about to drive like 2.5 hours and spend $20 on parking for, and like $30 on a registration fee. It's just like literally like $150 just to go to a comp with no blind events. Like, yeah, I'm good. So many comps in the Bay Area. True. I wish that was not ridiculously far from me. Do you have any advice to help learning the concept? I mean, what have you learned so far? Or are you just wanting me to explain the concept to you? When I learned how memory palaces work, I watched like a 5-minute long video about it, and then I immediately implemented it, and I found it pretty simple. So if you have like a specific thing you're struggling with, I can help you with that. But tips on learning it, I'm like, I don't know what else to say besides just like make a memory palace, start using it. Lots of believers, whoa. Do people use rooms for 4 and 5 blinds? I do. It's kind of mixed at like a high level whether or not people do, but I do. I know fast people who do. I know Stanley doesn't. I know Hill does. I think if you're a beginner, you should use rooms. I think some people disagree with me, but I have no idea why you wouldn't use rooms as a beginner. Oh yeah, blindfold. Kind of confused on using rooms, like if I'm able to use the same room for multiple things. Like, what do you mean? Multiple different attempts? Like multiple different multi-attempts? Or whether or not you can use it for like 4 blind and multi or that kind of thing? Like, yet the answer is yes to all of that. If you're asking like using the same room to memorize multiple cubes, you should probably keep like for each distinct location, to be very clear, I have like half of a cube's worth of memo, like all of edges or something, and then all of corners in another location. And I kind of like segment it like a room is 2 locations, and then edges go in the first location, corners go in the second location. "11 blind command is cut off on YouTube." Oh. Huh, really? Let me see. Oh, I guess there's like a maximum limit. Well, it's supposed to say, however, an 11 blind is much harder, much harder than 25Q multi-blind because of tracing and execution. Alright. What lube do you use? Mostly silk. Okay. I'm going to start. Wow, 30 minutes in already. Okay. Ooh, I got a juicy queen beat. Let's go. Okay. Locking in. Ugh. See ya on the other side. swear I get parity on like 90% of my 11 blind attempts. Like not, I genuinely feel that way. Should check the VODs. in everything. plus centers. Okay. Doesn't to like turn the music down. Okay. plus centers are done. And I once again feel confident about it. Centers are done. My body hurts. I think that's freaking one alg mistake again, dude. It could be a slice and a move, but I think it's... Oh, it's 2x as well. Oh my god. I think it was 2x and then I messed up like a wing alg. Centers were off by 2 single X centers, so the slice mistake must have been during wings, given that I'm only off by 2 centers otherwise. Man. DNFing by 2 X centers would be so painful. Oh my god, I hit the same oh my god, dude. I hit H twice in that X center type. That was a tracing mistake. That's so dumb. That was by far my fastest execution. 32:39. Holy crap. If you combine that with my fastest exec, that's like 108 total time. It's crazy. Tracing mistake on like the second to last center type that I traced to. Well, actually not counting plus centers, I guess, but I trace all the obliques and then inner to outer X centers, so that's like second to last. Ugh. How many times in 11 by 11 blind do you need to start a new story? Well, I do two sentences for each center type and 2 sentences for each wing type and a sentence for corners and midges each. So how many center types? 20. So 40 plus 8, 48. 50 stories. Sub 1 is like so off the table. It seems close, but it's so far. I memorize all the plus centers last. And I like 3-pass 3 of them, and then I kind of like short-term the last one and solve it first. What do I average in 3 blind? Like 18-ish. Man, that sucks. Can I just not make a mistake one time, please? I feel like it shouldn't be this hard. I feel like unlucky. Congrats to the disbelievers once again. I got a success on a scramble, 1 slice off from the cube shape I know. Nice. Where do I live? California, USA. Thanks, Sentient Long Bar. Rewind time. You. I don't know if I really want to do mini Guildford blind. Maybe one day, but like that would require me relearning clock blind and like mega blind. I haven't done either of those things for like 4 years at least. Clock blind is so easy. I know. Mega blind is not. Ain't clock blind just an extension of 7 simul? I mean, it can be. Do 5x5 multi-blind? Not really the kind of thing I want to do right after doing an 11 blind. Huh. Oh, I mistraced. You can do that, but there's a way easier method. I mean, I learned the method that I used when I did clock blind. I learned it in like an hour or something. 6 out of 6, 5 multi-blind in sub 1 possible. I mean, yeah, I've done 7 out of 9 in like 58 minutes or something, or 57 minutes, so yeah. And I was off by 5 pieces total. I mistraced. Do a relay all WCA events. I've also done that. Oh yeah. I feel like it's always Stash that reminds me. Dude, I am tired today. I wonder what made that exec so much faster. Like I've had exec on 11 blind before where I didn't really have any significant pauses for anything, and this was like 3 minutes faster than my fastest exec ever. Maybe I'm just like getting better at it. I don't know. That was so good. Oh my god, that was 9 elgs. That was sick TPS. Have you ever solved a 4x4? I feel like Chess Chat is like mocking the people who are asking if I've done things that I've already done. Dang it. Thanks, Stash. I kind of want to figure out what the TPS on that solve was. It was super, super well executed for me. That's what the scramble was. I canceled between 3 edge comms, so I don't know what exec was. Maybe I'll just go look, get a rough estimate of what the exec time on that was. Start executing like right before 7 seconds, so I would call that like 8 flat exec, I guess, roughly. Are all you multi-cubes same cubes? Yeah. Dude, Tehi, why have you said 3 blind one-handed like 5 times? Stop. Jesus, dude. So it was 9 plus 7 plus 8 plus 7 minus 2 plus 10 minus 1 plus 12 plus 11 plus 8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1038 TPS, roughly. Pretty good. Because you don't respond, dude, I'm gonna ban you if you don't stop acting like a dumb 12-year-old kid. Like, stop making demands of me and then repeating your demand 5 times to get a response. It's like the most annoying possible chat behavior you could ever have. What cube? Waylong V11. Dang. Yeah, just typical YouTube chat behavior. That and people just saying, dude, have you tried Yotamink's one-handed blindfolded with your feet, one-footed? That was a floating alg, and I did a not floating alg. Must do this challenge or else. Or else, Monka S. Favorite calm? One-handed with your feet, 1 foot. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what my favorite calm is. It might be UFUR LF. Or one that just like feels super cool is UFBD LF, which I do U prime M prime setup, which cancels into the calm. I like that one. See, that's how you ask me to do something. Take notes on Zach. Could you please do an LW prime? It's not a crazy ask. It's just a please of a very simple thing. Dang it. L wide, okay. I did it blind. I didn't look. Yo, big agree. Blackbird, big agree. Can you please learn Squan Blind? I want to. I will, eventually. Just list of priorities. Dang it. My one request is for YouTube chat to subscribe and smash that like button. Thanks, Fanticious. Please solve faster. I'm trying. I was just thinking, like, it would be so nice if there was a way to just, like, not let small children chat in YouTube chat. And I remembered that YouTube is going to try to actually do something about that. Pog. They might ask you to show your ID though. Me? They would have to have a really, really incompetent AI if I ended up getting asked to show my ID. But if I did have to, then whatever, worth it. Nice. 11 to 10. Have I done 2x2 before? Oh my god, Germanium. Cosplaying. He's doing like a YouTube chatter LARP. Next 3 solves will be a 1943 mean, locking my prediction. It'd be huge if true. Also, it reminded me I need to resume counting or guessing my times. What? Oh. Um, 23.82. Dude. Holy shit. Does that count? I DNF'd. Oh my god. The first one of the day, dude. I like couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that. That's insane that I guessed that one of all. Like, I had horrible memo because I mistraced corners like twice. Oh my god, dude. I can't believe it. That's so annoying that that had to happen on a frickin' DNF. Now I feel like it's not, like, legit. Damn, dude. I can't believe it. That was 8 to 7. That might have actually been 9 to 7. 1482. 0.5 off, 0.05 off, dude. I'm too good at this. $18.23. I'm seriously too good at this. 0.05 off, 0.16 off. So within 3 solves, I was 0.21 off total. Pretty crazy. Scramble was 12 to 10. This is a hard one to guess. I'm going to say it's like a 1943. Dang. Why were you happy about a 23.8? You wouldn't understand. At World Semis, I kept predicting how fast solves were of people based on applause, and I was surprisingly close. That's a fun game. What's your single? He has a girlfriend. Another YouTube chat, Jim. What YouTube chat was that from? I don't remember that happening in mine. Dude. Hellish scramble. It did scroll up? Wait, how long ago? Oh, what's your single? He has a GF. Wow, I completely missed that. That's funny. My PB single is 1204. God, dude. I can't believe I freaking guessed it first guess of the day and on such a bad solve. It's so crazy. Dang it. Dude, come on. I need to lock in. 4 DNFs in a row. So cringe. Dude, I freaking messed up LTCT after remembering corners. This is so annoying, oh my god. What am I doing? Wow, your guess was exactly correct. 5 DNFs in a row. This is unprecedented. Thanks, Zachary. See you later. insane. Got confused tracing a weird pseudo swap. Wow, I did not think I would get that. Saw a title, You Insane Man. I did not get it yet, but yeah, 25 attempts now. Um, 1704. Dang it. Rip. Is that a one mover plus a slice plus one X center's mistake? I'm thinking that the slice and the one move are like the same mistake in one alg. And then yeah, two centers because I mistraced and didn't realize it. Won't see it coming. Alright, I'm excited. That was absolutely horrendous scramble. They were separate mistakes? Wow. Because I've made a mistake like that before. Do the next one with style. Okay. New method, style just dropped. God, that was not stylish. God, dude. I like how Taehi, the speed cuber, is like trying to tell me what I did wrong and like super obviously doesn't know anything about blind solving. Dude, come on. This accuracy is abysmal. Actually abysmal. 50%. Dude, are you kidding me? My God. You messed up during ZBLL, the well by? Yeah. Messed up during edge pairing in 11 blind. I didn't do yaw duction correctly. Thank you, dude. Oh my God. Can't have a bad way to 100 if you don't have it. Dude, big brain. Oh my God, the Zoomers are here. Felt a mechanical twist, so I just figured I'd twist one and hope it was the right one. That's true, Germanium. I'll take that into advisement. Dude, this is insane. What is happening? You ever done a mechanical flip? Not by accident. Nice. 5 moves off from solved. Yeah. That's what I gotta do to tire my brain out, Irma. I've done too much multi-blind in my life. Thank you. My god, dude. I've had 2 successes in the last like 10 solves. It's insane. Why is that nice? It's a DNF. Also, why do you celebrate? Did I say nice? I don't remember saying nice. And I wasn't celebrating. I was frustrated. Oh my god, dude. Oh my gosh, a success. I solved the cube blindfolded. I called the wrong last letter. Practice blind at work, hey Irma. Thank you. If I get an AO12 right now, it'll redeem the accuracy a little bit. Got one of my favorite LTCTs ever. That was 11. Wait. I think. Holy Tommy, what? See you later, Blackbird. I'm trying to remember what that L count was. That was 11 to 9, yeah. Youth Word of the Year poll. I've never heard of that. I don't think we have that, but I'm sure there's like a magazine or something that's like ranked their own or something, like BuzzFeed. Gooning is nominated? Oh my god. Oh yeah, hydrate. Good idea. Oh yeah, Oxford kind of does that. Do you think gooning is in the Oxford dictionary? The news lady would have to explain it. Damn. Do you think they would like dance around saying masturbation? Be like, it's someone who views a lot of adult material. Thanks, Dan Smith. Cringe. What's up, Raph? Dude, that could have been so much better. Oh my god, that was, I think, 9 to 7. That was today's 11 blind attempt. It was off by 2 centers, and then I made apparently 2 different exec mistakes during wings, of all things. How many 3 blind solves do you do a day? Lately I've been doing like 100, maybe a little less than 100, just like on stream. Oh yeah. Is there like a reason for the word goon being applied to that now? Like where did that come from? say the word Qbert. I don't really like to do things when chat demands it of me. It meant edging, and then it was overused. Yeah, but I'm wondering, like, why goon? Like, Riz came from charisma. Did goon come from anything, or did someone just start saying that? That was good. 10 to 9. Delegate Dan from Wichita. You from Wichita, Dan? That's where my mom's from. Dang it. Totally guessed. Rip. Yeah, I've been to Wichita a bunch as a kid to visit family. Crazy scramble. There were so many solved edges, but it was still 5 to 4 algs for edges, and then 5 to 4 algs for corners. Did I figure out what the mistakes were? I mistraced one X center type, and as a result missed. So like I hit this target twice basically instead of hitting that one. So I DNF'd X centers by 2 pieces, and then I made 2 separate exec mistakes in wings that I haven't figured out yet. Cool. You ever go to well, this might not actually be in Wichita. I know we would go to Missouri when we go visit family because we have other family there, but we'd go to Chicken Annie's a lot. I don't know if that's still there. We'd go to Chicken Annie's and we'd go see Big Brutus, and we'd go to Sonic. That was like the main things we would do when we go to Wichita. Damn it, dude. I actually don't know if a lot of those things are specifically in Wichita. I just know that it's where my mom's from. I haven't been there in a long time. No, I've never skied Austin. Got a really nice LTCT case. Sonic is in the burger joint? Yeah. Goon is just a word for someone shady, and eventually there were porn sites with the word goon in it. And it went from there. Interesting. Damn, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 7 to 5 edges, and then 4 to 3 corners. Did you say something about Big Brutus? What is that? It's a gigantic scooper thing. Like, I don't even remember what the kind of truck is called. It's like it's now a museum. It's like what is this? It's a mining thing. Electric power shovel, the second largest of its type, in operation in the 60s and 70s. And like, the shovel is like, it's like the size of a house. Preferred flavor of Walmart popsicle? I have no idea. Yeah, Big Brutus is crazy. And it sucks, I never visited, so like I always visited Kansas when I was a kid, and I haven't been to Big Brutus since I was too young to like climb to the top of it. So that's like a bucket list thing, if it's still there. I think I finally locked back in. Just took me a while to warm up. OH blind is hard. I got 10 DNFs in a row. What is your speed like? There are many places like that in Oss. They're run down to the point you can't climb to the top anymore. Dang. Wow, I did not think that would be a success. 15 memo, 50 exec. That's about what my OH blind is like. Big Brutus would make grave robbery easy for sure, yeah. Dude, I should have Brutus as a freaking letter pair word. That'd be so good. Brutus. I want to name my firstborn son Brutus. He'd grow up to have a beer belly, no doubt. Have to find something easier than 3-style to do for Mini Guildford. Wow, I'm shocked. Orozco edges. Yeah, that might be good. Old Pachman? I don't know about that. The setup moves are so weird in Old Pachman. Jesus, dude, come on. Ruining the mean. Stash, have you seen Jake Clausen's OH blind? It's so crazy. Mechanical twist. Cool, man. 23 mean of 3 of the 16. Classic. Yeah, he made like a 3-style one-handed list, I think. Yeah. Dude, I haven't gotten a single AO12. I'm getting a frickin' AO12 right here. Is Orozco like a fixed helper, or if you know 3-style, it's like knowing 21 Orozco's over? I'm not sure about what you mean by the second part, but yeah, it's basically just learning one set of 3-style and then like using all those algs. Like, you do the same amount of algs as you would with like Orozco or Old Pachman or M2 or whatever, but you're doing 3-style comps, just like a way to kind of start integrating 3-style. Dude, oh my god. Do top blind solvers DNF more due to miss memo or execution error? Probably execution error, I would say, most of the time. Miss memoing is probably a very uncommon DNF for top blinders. I would imagine it's probably like 50-50 between forgetting corners and making like an exec mistake. Yeah, Roscoe's definitely faster than Old Pachman, for corners at least. So annoying, oh my god. Oh. subtle amen break ambience in the background. I don't know what that means. Ben Stokes did 21 OH blind. Holy crap. Wait, is that world best? Amen break is a drum break? Oh. I've never heard of that. And I used to play drums. Get a sub 15? I already did. What is it with YouTube chat and just like demanding me to do things? It's so crazy, dude. Come on, dude. Most sampled loop ever? Huh. I'll look it up later. Ooh, that was so nice. I did a parity shift into a alternate pseudo swap, and it made corners so nice. No. Nice turning, thanks. Holy shit, Tahi. It's called a typo. Okay, I'll try that in a sec, Stash. Jesus. Alright, here's that crazy scramble. That was just 9 Alex. Did I miss scramble? Did he really get... Did he really get it on 9 Algs? Oh. I memoed that probably like sub 5 at least. That's like a second sub PB. Dang it. Is that PB? No, because it's someone else's scramble. It was 7 elgs floated to 6, Master Ice Panda. Just 2 UF elgs, a UB elg, and 3 UFR elgs. Really, really nice cases. Dude, what is my turning? Come on. Why DNF AO50? Because I DNF'd the AO50. That was wrong. If an AO50 has more than 3 DNFs, the AO50 is a DNF. %, either side, it's 5% either side. 5 flip edges and H perm on left? That is extremely unlikely, that's crazy. Alright, I gotta go very soon. I don't know if I have time to finish this weighted mean of 100, but I feel like that's probably a good thing because it's so bad. when weighted medium 100 5 blind, that'd be pretty hard to get 50% accuracy. I love saving 2 algs on... Dude, Tei, I'm banning you. Dang it. Actually do it? Do what? Dude, the scramble he shared? No, dude. I know what it's gonna be. Alright, I gotta go. This would have been bad anyways. Ever since you told me your words for letters ending in H, I found Memo much easier. Nice. A lot of people, I think, put like way too much restriction on their letter pair word associations. I like constantly try to remind people, like, just all you need is a word to represent a letter pair. It doesn't have to be more complicated than that. You just have to remember what letter pair refers to what word, and vice versa. And that's all it is. I'm just gonna raid Twitch Solves Cube. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'll come back tomorrow. Okie dokie.